Hey guys, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a quick Happy Planner Customs haul. I've already put these together. So if you're interested in seeing how they are, how they come packaged and how you put them together, I will link last year's video down below because I did do a full video on that last year. So this year I kind of wanted to do a walkthrough on the two that I bought and talk about the stuff that does come with and what you can order extra. So whenever you order a custom Happy Planner, you always get 2 months undated of whatever layout you order. So I ordered the monthly. So of course that comes with the dashboard, which we'll walk through in a minute. But you get 2 full months. So I actually have 4 months here now because I ordered 2 and they are both the monthly. So let's go ahead and walk through this one first and then we'll go through the second one and I will show you the extras I ordered as well. So I got this one. I think it's absolutely stunning. I will try to link directly down below to the customs tab. I forget what this one is called. I know this one is their seasonal for this year. Again, I don't remember the names. I will try to link all that information down below with a link to the website where you can order these. I do think these are fantastic because number one, again, they didn't release any monthly options with this release. And monthly is one of my favorite layouts. Right now, I'm currently using it for social media as well as wellness. I have used it for a reading journal before. These are great, great layouts, and I think they're so incredibly versatile. In fact, Robin and I were talking about that. The monthly ones we think is one of the best layouts for versatility. So I got this one with the rose gold discs because you have your choice of the covers with the dividers, which, all come matching. So you pick that theme, you pick your inserts, and then you pick your discs. And then you pick any extras. So this one has the most beautiful dividers. Wait till I show you. But I did get it with the rose gold solid discs because I thought that would be fun. I haven't had these before and they're really quite pretty. So, move this over. So, here we are. I love the colors in this. It's absolutely stunning. It reminds me of either a sunrise or a sunset. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So of course, even with this, you do get your, kind of like year at a glance for 2025 and 2026. This is a July start planner. So it goes July of 2025 through June of 2026. So that is how your perpetual calendar is laid out. So you have July to December and then January to June. Your first section, of course, this is your regular basic standard Happy Planner currently page. So again, for July of 2025, look at these dividers. Look at that. Is that not stunning? It makes me think of Sedona, which is one of my favorite places on earth. So yeah, love it. So with the monthly layout, of course, you have your title page as you do with any of the customs. You have your calendar. And then you have your quote unquote dashboard. And what's great with this is you can do a million different things with this. You guys have seen me do, like I said, wellness journaling in here. You guys have seen me now recently switch over my social media to one of these layouts. I'm not sure if that's still working or not. However, what I will say is I've used this for almost every single thing. Like I said, I've used it for reading journals, wellness journals, social media. I've actually used it for a catch-all at one point. So depending on what my needs are, this is a great layout. That's why I always like to have extras on hand. I don't care about redating them because first of all, after you get past the dashboard, then you go into just these checklists. And there's enough for the entire month. There's 31 and then a don't forget box. And then you have a take note section. So going back to the calendar, this is the only thing you have to redate if you decide to buy this and, keep them on hand. So, and you guys know I sticker my monthly up anyway, so redating it is not an issue because I'm putting down date dots anyway. So that is how the layout looks. And then of course you go right into your next currently page. So this is the August divider. Live the story you want to tell. September says one of a kind. This is kind of like a holographic ink. October says we are each on our own path. I love this one. It has a little touch of a silver holographic glitter. Foil. November says believe that something wonderful is about to happen. December says slow progress is still progress. I love these. And the backs, while the backs are not what I would call identical, they're close. Some of them are slightly different, but I think they're absolutely beautiful. January, again, you've got like the silver holographic foil. It says, look at all the magic around you. Very sparkly, super pretty. February says, life is a beautiful journey. There's March, just a beautiful like sunrise, sunset type of like modern art type of look. Very pretty. April says it's always the right time for a fresh start. That is true. May says have a thankful heart and a positive mind. And June says get a little better each day. So yeah, you guys, I'm enamored with this completely. I think the colors and the tones in this are just stunning. Of course, you have your back notes page and your cover. So very pretty. And the front says big plans. Sorry, there's still a little bit of stuff on it from when I unpacked it. But yeah, I love this. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And whether, like I said, whether I use it for social media or wellness, it makes no never mind. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to keep my 4 months of undated inserts there as well. So now this one is their seasonal for this year. I got this with the tortoiseshell discs because I love these. I've always loved them. And I think I only had like one set, so now I have a second set. The front says best year ever. The inside is really cute. It's got like a peachy or orange. I don't know, peaches or oranges, one of them. But of course, again, you have your year at a glance, your perpetual calendar. This is the July divider, very cute, poolside. I guess it is orange. And again, this one is the monthly layout. So again, that's kind of all I'm going to buy on these. Now, I was kind of surprised to see August as more of a fall theme. To me, this is more of like a September theme. I was a little confused by that, but I don't hate it because fall is my favorite month. I was just surprised. But I do think it's beautiful. I love the books, you know, the book stack, the pumpkin pie, you know, the sweater, the blanket. Yeah, very, very fall. The tea, the leaves and all. I think it's beautiful. Like I said, I was just surprised. Here, it even says hello fall. In August, the candle there, it says hello fall. Does it say that on the front? Yeah, it sure does. So yeah, kind of surprising, but either way, again, I'm not hating it because I love fall. So there is August. September actually has a ghost with little rose patterns on him in a desert. So yeah, again, unexpected, but not hating it. Then October has these adorable skeletons playing different instruments with the pumpkins and the black cats and the moon looking down. I think that is adorable. November says autumn leaves and pumpkins please. Beautiful imagery here. December says merry and bright. I love this divider. I think it's quite beautiful. January says the best time for new beginnings is now. Again, gnomes and deer. Yeah, again, kind of unexpected. To me, not at all wintry, but cute. February has like a holographic, like a navy almost, with the doves and the heart, mon amour. March, hello spring, with all the fun little icons for that. And actually, I think this year they are identical front and back. Last year's, the back images was different than the front, but I'm noticing they are actually identical this year. They weren't last year. Bloom from within the heart with like a gold foil, or I'm sorry, green foil. Really pretty. May has a bunch of little chickens. Super cute. And they're little chickies. And then the last one has the oranges and it says every summer has a story. Super pretty dividers, to be honest with you. I think they're gorgeous. Like I said, I was just surprised by a couple of them because to me, they almost seem off season. But again, not hating it because fall is my favorite time of year anyway. So anyway, cute cover. And I love that. So yeah, not at all displeased. I think that's great. And again, I have 2 more monthly layouts on hand that are super easy to redate for whenever I want to use them. I did, with one of the planners, I got a 6-month extension in vertical, and with one of them, I got the meal planning extension. So I kind of wanted to go through those. Let me quick open the packaging and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the 6-month extension. Oh, this has all kinds of stuff in here. All right, so you get 1 divider that says see the good in all things. You have a sticker sheet here with small dates meant for the monthly calendar, different little icons and boxes. Then you have a full sheet of dates, strictly probably for the actual weeks. And then you're going into the undated section here. So let's just go through 1 month. Because again, this is a 6-month edition, or 6-month, edition. So you have your month cover page, your calendar, and then your basic vertical layout. And I do believe they give you 6 weeks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they give you 6 weeks. So no matter how the month starts, or I should say, yeah, no matter how the month starts or ends, you will have enough. So the great thing is this is all good to go. I have 6 months spare for whatever I might need, and that's kind of good. I kind of wanted to see if they were going to do like dividers with it, but it's completely just undated with the 1 divider separating it. And then the meal planning. I kind of wanted to think about possibly adding this, and this has the same 2 sticker sheets, same color, same everything. I kind of wanted to see about adding this possibly to my wellness. Now, the thing that I'm not too sure about is you are getting your calendar, and then you have like recipes with ingredients, grocery lists. That I wouldn't need. I was more looking at this where I could track breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Ingredients to prep, I wouldn't necessarily put at the bottom. I would probably make that something else. But this is kind of another section to have to date and deal with. So I probably won't do it right now. I'm thinking a good time to start this would probably be like October, November, December. Simply because that's the time of year, you know, when everybody's eating gets way off track. And I think that might be a better time to really look at things. Because even right now, just tracking dinners, you know, and thinking about what I eat during the day, you know, I really kind of don't need this right now. So again, it's completely undated. It is for 6 months. So let's finish walking through that. So here's week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So again, you get your 6 weeks and then it starts over. Now here on the currently page that goes opposite the month, you have recipes to try, meal time and recipe name, important. So they kind of messed with the currently page a little bit, but it's fine. I guess at this point, my not concern, but what I'm wondering about is I don't know that I would necessarily need another calendar to fill out. And I certainly don't need like the recipe, ingredient, and grocery list. So I think I would probably make this strictly just a weekly edition where I'm going through and tracking what I've eaten for, every day. So again, I'm thinking probably October, November-ish is maybe when I'll start it and see how that goes. But it's nice. It's 6 months. And given that you have 6 weeks in every one, it's good for 36 weeks. So that's actually more than 6 months. So I think it'll be good because I would probably try and find a way where I just put the weeks together without like the monthly calendar and like that grocery and recipe planning page. So, but yeah, no regrets. I'm glad I got this to see how it was. So there's that. There is the vertical edition. So those are my extra add-ons. Then, of course, my seasonal and my sort of like sunrise, sunset. And then of course you always get your, 2 months with each, with whatever layout. So yeah, super pretty. I am very thrilled with these. I have no issues with them whatsoever. I think, again, these are great layouts to have on hand, guys. You never know when you're going to need it. I think they're wonderful to have on hand. They're the most versatile layout I think that has ever existed as far as I'm concerned with planning. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Again, in the description box, I will leave the video where I put these together last year. And I will also link down below to where you can find these custom planners for yourself. And I will try to remember to put the names of the two, setups that I did get here. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.